So the opposite of that is this guy, and it's a Business Insider article, that this guy needs the Kenyan manosphere, and probably one of the saddest articles I've ever read in my life. So it's a woman writing this article, and she goes, my partner is monogamous, but I'm not. Here's how we make our relationship work.
Okay.
It is hot in here, right?
Yeah, it's hot.
Didn't realize you had your sweater on here.
Yeah.
What are they doing? We're not allowed to change the heat on our own accord either.
No, we're not. It's because winter's fall's starting, so they got to turn the heat on. I think it's a law. It's by law they have to turn the heat on.
Yeah.
So then we turn the air conditioning on, but
now we're
you
fucked.
got the window cracked, and then you're just kind of.
This article was this was like a hurt my soul to read.
It's tough.
You wanted to find this guy, you wanted to help him, you wanted to get him out, you wanted to introduce him to Andrew Kibwe.
This guy's such a bitch. They met at fucking Burning Man too.
I know. It gets sadder and sadder. And she's writing, and always there is an underlying thing. The worst part of all of this is the woman is writing this article publicly.
Yeah.
It's one thing being
what?
like, yes,
And why is this on Business Insider? What business tips?
Business Insider is something
what does
else
this have to
these
do with
days.
Business Insider? Yeah, my fucking girl's a whore.
Do you think there's one or two guys still working at Business Insider looking around being like, a bunch of just...
Yeah, they're reading just like fucking 10Ks or whatever. Like they're just reading like financial reports all day, and then there's a chick in the cubicle next to him being like, I suck so many dicks all day, and my boyfriend's a bitch. And you go, what am I doing? They're just like on LinkedIn being like, is Bloomberg hired?
Yeah, he's just looking at Bloomberg on LinkedIn.
Yeah, he's got his Bloomberg terminal up, and she's just like...
The one that is sad. The one the one business guy still at Business Insider.
Yeah, the business guy.
That's actually a good funny sketch.
Yeah.
The one dude left at Business Insider who's like, and they're like, "Hey, you wrote this article about the oil prices and how it's affecting the demand," and we go, I love all that.
Yeah.
I was thinking, have you ever sucked a dick?
Yeah. Is there a way we could maybe frame this as why high oil prices are bad for women?
It's possible.
No. I mean, I guess, but that's not really what I do.
Have you been to Burning Man? I met my partner, Seth, at Burning Man in 2008. We were in the same camp of about 120 people. I thought he was saying, so this is when they started talking. I thought when we were talking about relationships being open, he thought that it would also be open on his side. But what he meant was he was open to figuring out how to support me in doing what I want, even if it's not his thing. About a month into our long distance relationship, he asked me if I wanted to be his girlfriend. I thought that it was cute that he asked, and I said yes. I realized that for him, being his girlfriend meant exclusive. So I asked him, does this mean that I can't have sex with other people? Ugh. He said, yep, that's what it means. We discussed it further. He said he wasn't ready for me to date other people yet. So it's tough to hear out of the gate.
Oh, man, dude.
Can you imagine you got up the strength, you're like, hey, I want you to be my girlfriend. I'd like us to be in a relationship. And she goes, now, let me ask you a question. Can I still bone Dan? And you go, no, you can't bone Dan. What about Bill? Bill can take me to the cleaner?
Preferably not.
Okay, I'm going to list off a bunch of positions I can do with other men. You tell me which ones I can and can't do.
Yeah, can I man a glory hole just 1 hour a week?
Can I man a glory hole one? Now, if I'm lying on my back, legs up in the air, can the man pile drive me? Is that on the table?
No.
I'm hoping it won't be.
I prefer not.
I think that you walk away. If you're looking for an exclusive relationship and the girl goes, let me ask you a question. I can still bang all these other guys. What about my coworkers? And you go, and that's when you walk away, right?
Is this chick super hot or something?
You're hoping that this girl's just so far out of his league, but still, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, just go find someone else.
That's why he needs to listen to Kenyan Manosphere.
And it doesn't even sound like he's into this.
No, he's not like
I want to watch.
No, he's not into this.
He's not want to watch. He's just like, finally someone who just talks to me.
I guess you can bang guys.
I mean, there's so many like loose women at Burning Man, though. Mm-hmm. You know, they're all on MDMA and ketamine and stuff.
She really paints this guy of the bitch of the millennium.
Yeah.
And the funny part is this article is like, I'm in an open relationship where I bang other guys, and you go, and whacking you format. Let me tell you how it works. That's how you think. You go, how does it work? You go, he doesn't like it.
Yeah. And how
it works is, mainly how it works is he's crying a lot.
A lot of tears. And she's getting paid.
He's on the brink of suicide, is how it works.
She's getting paid maximum $20 for this article.
Yes.
Like, this is the price for this guy's humiliation is $20.
How is this not the final nail in the coffin? That's why you got to put some of the onus on guys where you go,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
I'm not pro this.
He hasn't been introduced to the Kenyan manosphere yet. That's the problem.
This guy needs a fucking heavy dose of Andrew Tate, Kenyan manosphere.
And they started out, and she goes, about 6 months into the relationship, he said, it was okay for me to have sex with other people, but only people I've already had sex with before I met him, only people who had a partner, and only when he was away on long distance. So the guy,
she's probably like, oh, you're so controlling with all your rules. These fucking men and their control. You just gotta,
this girl's a free spirit.
Gotta control my body, huh? Okay.
You're not understanding what a free spirit this girl is, right?
Too free.
And he's basically has this free spirit, and he goes, please no new guys. That's all I'm asking.
I will say, if you meet a chick at Burning Man, this is kind of buyer beware, though.
Buyer beware for sure.
If you're at Burning Man, I mean, like, if I met a chick at Burning Man and this is what she was into, I'd be like, yeah.
That sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
But don't try to fucking... This guy's trying to make a housewife in a way I've never seen possible.
Yeah. I mean, he's not succeeding.
He's not succeeding. He made a hoe a bigger hoe.
Yeah, exactly. She's just like kind of still equally hoish.
It's sad to see, though. You feel for this guy. A little over a year into the relationship, we got my ideal situation, which is I'm able to date and sleep with guys, whoever I want, more regularly. I started going on dates once a month, then every couple of weeks. So every 2 weeks, she's got a new guy in the equation.
Doing it for her. And it's such a bitch move. She probably thinks of it like less of him for the fact she's like, yo, you can like go fuck other chicks.
I know.
He's like, I'm okay.
I'm fine.
But
I have you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay.
Sort of.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay at home and watch Dancing with the Stars. I'm good. It's a new season of Masked Singer. I like it. Do you know Ken Jeong was one of them?
Gwen Stefani really gives good advice.
More of Team Blake, but yeah, it's a good show.
Oh, she's gone.
What was it? Oh, you're gone. Okay.
You're probably doing it in the same room. He's just sitting there watching TV. You just hear...
Just turns the sound up.
He turns the sound up. You tell him, Gwen.
Well, look at the pipes on her.
Katy Perry's really telling her how it is. Hate to be her. Oh, she just got denied. Hate to be her. This guy's life's living nightmare.
Nightmare. And this is not going to work out. That's the key here. There's no long-term.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Here.
Well, unless
he thinks he's going to eventually, she's going to get fucked out. He goes, she'll tire herself out. Eventually, she'll see that I'm more than enough. And, she doesn't need to just bang a bunch of other dudes. And that'll be that.
She's going to be tired of having a sore pussy all the time. Who would want that? It's just uncomfortable.
Yeah, you walk funny. Not because of me, of course. And it hurts to sit.
He's literally hoping that she fucks herself out.
Basically. I mean, that must be the long-term game plan here.
The first time I went out on a date with someone else, I could tell Seth was jealous and having a hard time. That's crazy. Yeah. What are you doing, buddy? Being jealous?
I mean,
who would be jealous? She comes out and tells you about how she's banging a guy. What kind of psycho's jealous of that?
Obviously, he thinks she's going through a phase.
I'm saying like, duh. Yeah, obviously, he's gonna be a little jealous. She's painting it as like weirdo.
You ain't about this life, man.
He's not about this life. Yeah.
No, he probably.
The life only works if he's like meditation guru that he's like, oh, you're going on a date with a guy? Yeah, I'm having 2 girls over for a threesome. Don't wait up.
Yeah. You know what it actually sounds like, because they met at Burning Man. And
would you guys mind getting a hotel? Because I got sort of an orgy coming over.
Yeah, and she says she's. You know what? I'm actually putting the pieces together here, because she's says he's like a big introvert. He's probably like some fucking Silicon Valley like coder dude. Makes a bunch of money, and because Burning Man became popular with like the Silicon Valley types, where all like those dweebs.
You're right. It might be a bit of that.
So he went there being like, I'm gonna let loose, and goes, I've met a girl. I'm in love.
Well, that's what happened.
She's like, yeah, I like to fuck other guys, though.
Yeah, because he met this girl. He thought he hit the jackpot because she banged him first night, and he was like, let's get married.
Yeah, but he's like a dweeb. He's like obviously this like probably like Silicon Valley dweeb.
And she's taking advantage of this guy, man.
He's just like, she's like, that's the deal.
We should track down this guy's number and then start a GoFundMe. We'll give you $50,000 to leave her.
What's her name? I bet we could find him.
We could definitely find him.
Dude, let's find him.
Probably won't go through with this, but
yeah,
could be a fun project for us. Save this guy.
Yeah, we're gonna have an intervention for him. We're gonna sign him up.
Sit down.
We're gonna be like, yeah, we need an app designed, and then we're gonna like,
Yeah.
like,
He comes in.
rope him and go, hey, we're not designing a fucking app, dude. What are you doing, man? We're just concerned citizens.
We Chris Hansen him and we go, sit down. This has to stop.
We're just legit concerned citizens.
The first time I went on a date, he was jealous. I would come home wanting to connect with him, either because being with someone else reminded me of how great he was, or I'd have a very fun experience that I wanted to replicate with him. So she wants to come home and be like, oh, this guy was really tuning me up with this new position. I'd love to teach it to you. I want to teach you the moves that this guy did to me that I loved so much.
Yeah.
So this is far worse than just being like, oh, he has some girl that's banging all these other guys. This is far worse than that. He has a girl that bangs the other guys, wants to come home, talk about it, and then wants to show him the moves she just learned to replicate it. Hey, I said 100 pumps he did, and then we switched it around.
It's funny because she's also a Columbia journalism alum, like the Joe Rogan's the worst person.
Columbia journalism alum. I don't know what's going on at Columbia journalism, but it's not good.
Not much. I'm trying to go through her followers right now to see if I can find Seth.
Seth? You're going through her followers?
Oh, man, if I find Seth right now, I'm going to fucking...
I'd love to get this guy on the podcast.
Gasket. No Seth.
But Seth found it strange that I'd want to connect to him after a date and would act a little distant at first. So the Seth guy didn't find it completely normal that after she banged a guy, she wanted to come home and quote unquote replicate the experience with him.
Yeah.
It's like, you can at least take a shower first. Seth.
Not a big fan.
No, this is bad news.
I'm finding Seth.
We had a partial don't ask, don't tell. Partial don't ask, don't tell. It's only partial because what's the non-partial part? You go, well, I tell whether he asks or not.
Yeah, I go, oh boy, you should have seen this guy's cock. Oh, come on.
Partial don't ask, don't tell, and that he didn't ask, but I still tell.
Yeah, I still tell. I really want to just...
When it comes to my dates, I'm going on one of my dates. Well, he knows I went on a date. I won't share details about it. And occasionally I pretend like it didn't happen for his sanity. But if he knows the person I'm dating, he's always been open to allowing them over for an event.
Oh, come on.
Or
you can't hang out with them.
now he's got
Those guys don't respect you, Seth.
Seth, there he is. What's up, kiddo? Oh, please stop. You're hurting me.
It's a very firm slap right there you had.
That's a fun girl you got there, but you already know that, eh?
Fun to take for a spin now and then.
I wouldn't marry her, but whatever works for you. You're living with her, eh?
She likes some wild stuff. He goes,
Seth, how do I taste?
she's really into some wild stuff, huh? She goes,
Not that wild with me.
We don't really do pretty vanilla stuff.
I actually don't find her that particularly wild.
We just get up to some pretty vanilla things. She doesn't really like to get wild with me.
Hey, Seth, you owe me one for showing her some new moves. You're welcome.
Hey, I didn't go too crazy. I knew that you guys were an item, so I didn't want to make you look too bad, you know? I give her...
That's the guy looking like Russell Brand from Get Him to the Greek comes over.
Fuck.
Holy shit. Seth, one of my date's over. You're familiar with your brother, right?
Oh.
You're familiar with your brother and your dad, correct? He's always been open to allowing them over for an event or even attending an event he knows they'll be at. So now he's going to their house.
This chick is legitimately a bad person.
Quite the chandelier you got here,
This is the thing.
He comes over to their house. He goes, rugs on the ceiling, huh?
Mirrors everywhere, eh?
What's that swing for?
Hey, why do you have a swing in the house? Yeah.
Is there a child around?
Just lube bottles everywhere.
This chick fucking sucks. The worst part, too, is like she's just trying to make it as a journalist, right? So then, and she can't think of anything, so then she just got to throw her
Yeah, what about
boyfriend under the bus for like, just like...
literally
For nothing. Literally for nothing.
Knowing the guys is real something else piece of work. I decided to share our dynamic with my mom's side of the family. I'll tell my mom about a date I went on, and she'll say, don't let Seth hear you. I just tell her, Mom, it's okay. Seth knows. Seth is just at the table. Yes, I do, in fact, know. So she's at the
Seth knows. Scotty doesn't know, but Seth knows.
What?
Seth knows.
I don't get it.
Remember Scotty doesn't know?
No.
What was that movie? Remember with Matt Damon? It's like, Scotty doesn't know.
No, not ringing a
Really?
bell.
Nothing? with
No.
Matt Damon?
It seemed like a good reference. It was funny regardless.
Scotty doesn't know. Remember from fucking what movie was that from? Euro Trip.
Didn't see it.
Remember? And they're like the whole thing is she's banging the chick, and it's like Scotty's like in the crowd, and he's like Scotty doesn't know, and they're like it's about them.
I didn't see it.
Did you ever see Euro Trip?
No. Sorry.
All right. Well, I feel like I fucking.
Sorry that this is.
Well, I know people are watching this.
Apologize for my lack of knowledge.
People watching this.
Johnny liked it.
Johnny doesn't know. No, Johnny knows.
He's at the dinner. He's at the dinner table, meeting his wife's family.
Yeah.
She goes, "How are things?" She goes, "Well, I fucking went on this date with this firefighter that just really tore me up." The mom's like, "Can you not with Seth at the table?" And she goes, "This bitch? Oh, I already told him all about it." Yes, in fact, she did. Told her to stop telling me.
Yeah, I'm just an introvert, you know. Calling him an introvert too. She goes, "Yeah, he's fine with it. He's just an introvert. He just likes being at home. I'm getting plowed."
And she goes, if I decided to close the relationship, non-monogamy was no longer right. There's always that option for the conversation. So she's leaving him the door that like maybe one day in the future I'll stop banging dudes.
Yeah, once I just get it out of my system.
Well, it's funny because she's like,
What a
if
bitch.
she goes, if forever,
Not
if
her.
if for whatever reason we decided that non-monogamy was no longer right, the guy's like, I decided.
Yeah, he goes, yeah.
I've decided.
Anytime you're done.
I've actually decided. You go, I don't know if you heard, I said when we decide.
When we decide.
Do you have any idea how many dates I have this week?
Hurts to be this guy, man.
It hurts my soul.
Yeah. The only thing I can hope of is maybe he'll find someone else. She's not that hot. I found her photo. She's like, whatever.
So hopefully one day, yeah, this guy.
This guy must be a fucking gremlin.
Yeah, that's the problem. We can't find what Seth looks
Yeah,
like.
we can't find Seth.
Seth Rogen.